Okay, you guys, final walkthrough of our very first investment home.
All right, let's go.
Here we go. Here it is. Just to give you guys an overview of the first floor. This is the formal living, which, as you guys can see, it's quite small because there's a lot of areas within this house that's pretty sectioned off and really not our style. So, you know what we do best. We're gonna break down some walls. And then headed in here is the den or family room and breakfast nook. And then this is the kitchen. I mean, for the grandeur of this property, this kitchen is completely underwhelming and it's just not gonna work. So don't you worry, we've got plans for it. This is a second staircase up to the second level. This, I'm not sure what this is for them, but for us, it's going to be a wine cellar. And then going in here, we've got a office.
If we can.
Over here is the master suite, which again too for this home is a bit underwhelming. Give y'all a little detail about the house. It sits on 2 acres, about 4,600 square feet, 5 bedroom, 4 bath, 4 full bath and 2 half bath, and it was built in 2008. For a house of this size and how grandeur it is on the outside, the inside just does not reflect that. And so essentially what we're doing to the interior is that we are going to add value where value needs to be added, and that's to open up a lot of the space to give it that grander appearance and living, you know, the lifestyle that it truly deserves. It has a Spanish Mediterranean facade on the outside, which I think could really lend itself to something super duper grand and amazing on the inside.
And it has an amazing view. Check it out.
As I mentioned before, the kitchen of every home is one of the 2 most important rooms in the house, in my opinion. The other one is the master bedroom. But the kitchen is where everyone gathers. It's where the families have meals. It's where you entertain. You really want this space to be the end-all be-all. And for this home in particular, this kitchen is way too underwhelming. So essentially what we are doing is, I don't want to waste what I don't have to waste. So since there's a whole kitchen here, and I mean, you guys, the pantry is small. They use the space under the stairway for a pantry, and it's just not acceptable. So what I plan to do is I'm going to make this entire existing kitchen into a butler's pantry. And to do that, I'm putting up a wall right here. So we're gonna do a wall here to section that off, and everything back there becomes a butler's pantry. And then out here, we are going to eliminate the breakfast nook. We're going to eliminate this den here that doesn't really serve as much of a purpose, as I think that a full-on kitchen across here is going to create a much more appealing wow factor. So we are going to put up a wall here, and this breakfast area becomes an extension of the mudroom, which currently this mudroom is right here. It has sort of that washer and dryer area right there, a little space for some clothes, a small little half bath in here, and that's about it. Essentially, we're gonna knock down this wall and we're gonna take it all the way across to this side here. And now the washer and dryer will be over here, and then the bathroom will be, I don't know, we'll reconfigure it. But it'll give it a lot more space in this area so it doesn't feel so cramped. And then also block off that section over there that's currently a breakfast area to create a much grander front facade for the kitchen. In front of the kitchen right here will be the island, and then turn around to this side. This entire wall here is going to be taken down, the whole thing. This wine bar area here will also be removed. This will be the new entry into the butler's pantry. And then of course this is all going to be walled up to be a part of the new kitchen over here. Moving into the formal dining, as you can see, we've got walls, walls, and more walls. This wall here in front of us will be removed. This backs up into that den in the back that we are going to transform into the kitchen. This wall here will also be removed along with all of these. They're gonna be gone. So we're gonna open it up to one large entertaining space. It'll be a formal living and dining combined. And then across the way from this wall, once it's removed, is going to be the new wine cellar, which is right there. Again, we are going to remove this wall and create sort of a new entryway into what we will eventually build into a wine cellar. Are you guys able to see the potential for this house as we see it for ourselves? This is the very first time that we are purchasing a property that is an actual investment home, where we are not having to move out of our home to get into this one and then having to flip this one and move out of it. For the first time in our lives, this is gonna be something that is external from our farm living, but essentially what we would like to do is bring Life in Rose Farm here. It's sort of an extension of, you know, life beyond the farm, but we want to be able to sprinkle a little bit more roses around Montgomery County, just many properties as we possibly can get our hands on. So it starts with the first one, and we are so excited.